didn't start playing rugby till I was like 15, almost 16. Played like soccer, volleyball, basketball in high school, kind of like any sport I could get my hands on. It's so fun to get to play a full contact sport with like women. Like it's so empowering and like just like special to get to do that with like some of my best friends like all the time. I'm definitely more of like a speed player and like to use like footwork and like all hand my skills to get around people and like set up my teammates or like maybe have a go for myself. 15s, I've played like 13 wing and fullback, so a bit of the same. Our Olympic selection only came out only like a month before we left, so we didn't actually didn't have much time to like really like think about it. But it was more like the whole season building up. It was just like building like the best team possible, like heading into the Olympics. Well, we had a 3-week prep camp in Auxerre in France, so I mean, it didn't really like hit us until we kind of got to the village, but we're like going to the Olympics, like that's crazy. So I'm just like doing that with like, again, some of like my closest friends was so cool. I think it helped a lot that we had like, we play the World Series all year, every year. And it's like, we get to do those tournaments like throughout the year and it's kind of like the same structure, same vibe. So like we all have like our like pre-game like routines and everything to just like get into the zone. And like, obviously the Olympics is like a bigger deal, but it helps to just like have that foundation. Okay, it's just a normal tournament. We're just gonna go out there and play our best and just like feel like we knew that we could. Even just like when we got onto the field, it was like there's 66,000 people in the stadium. Like it was so loud. It didn't actually feel real. It felt like there was like surround sound speakers around my head like this close. It was like I can't hear anything, but it was just so cool to get to like silence a stadium of that many people. We were pretty calm. Like we know we can beat Australia. We've done it before, we can do it again, and just like kept like our like calm and like we all know our systems. We had like done literally practice every scenario that could happen, which is like insane. Like we were so well prepped and just everyone knew their rules. So just like leading in, we were like, we're gonna stay calm and we're just gonna like go out there and do what we need to do and just get the job done. And we didn't have to worry. I kind of like playing in those like high pressure games. It's just like so much more exciting and just like everything matters so much more. You always want to win. So we were within 7 points of New Zealand in like the final at the Olympics. Looking like overall like how much far the program's come in just like a year was like incredible. We just went from 9th to 2nd and we just got an Olympic silver medal. Like it was still so special, just so fun. It's kind of just in its box in my room on a shelf. Like, I don't have it displayed or anything. I don't really know what to do with it. I'm kind of like, what do you do with it? It was more of like a high pressure games and just like obviously like being like in the village and not being in like the normal like hotel we are in for like tours and stuff, and like the village food like isn't as like the beds aren't as comfy. Like having to become like a very adaptable person and like still being able to perform at your best was like a learning. So just like I feel like staying positive when maybe like the circumstances aren't like ideal always. Quite a few of us I think on the team who like went through the youth sport pathway, and it's just like so fun to like oh, we were playing each other like at nationals here at UVic like a couple of years ago, and now we're like at the Olympics together. So like, just like it's so special, and just like to get to like go through the whole pathway and meet so many people along the way. I feel like joining like new sports and trying new things is always like a bit scary. Like I never wanted to go to tryouts when I was younger. I never wanted to try new like sports. I was like always like a bit scared, but my parents were like, no, you're doing it, you're gonna go try it. And I always had fun, and I always like loved that I did it after. So I think just like take the leap and just like if you want to try it, just try it, because like what's the worst that can happen? Like you don't like it and then you don't play like you already weren't before, but there's so much that good that can come from it. So just like taking all those opportunities to try new sports and try new things, to just like push yourself to like experience as many things as possible is just like I feel like my biggest piece of advice. We had an injury on the team and needed someone to fill the spot. Aside from like not being able to kick, I think like I fit the position well, and it's just like a really exciting new like spot to be. And I feel like it offers me like more chances to insert on attack and try and like make things happen. So it's just like a really exciting spot to like get to put my hand up for. I just like learning that extra skill is just going to help me that so much more in that position. It's definitely been challenging. It's testing all of my patience to just like learn how to like consistently like kick and just like try new skills and add more things to my toolbox. But yeah, currently that's what's going on. And then outside of rugby, being a student again, it's definitely like having to like properly like time manage with rugby and school has been challenging. So I'm working on that. I don't want to have like regrets about like not giving my all. If I'm like not selected for something, I want to know that like I put everything I could into like trying to get selected for that. Or if I'm like working toward like a goal of finishing my degree, I want to make sure that I'm putting in like all of like my effort to like do that and actually finish it, making sure that in like all aspects of my life, like academically or athletically, like I'm just like putting my best foot forward and like putting 110% into everything.